Wake your body up. Anything that we do standing or seated on the mat or laying down, if you want me to show a chair option, let me know. So let's find our alignment now. We're going to start with the feet. Get the feet hip-width distance apart. Toes facing forward. And we're starting to feel connected to the earth. That's another thing we need to do as the time shifts is we need to stay grounded, right? Because it can really, the changing hours of daylight and stuff can really affect us. So let's get really grounded here. Okay, feel connected to the earth. Now press your big toe mounds into the earth. Your outer heel, inner heel, little toe mounds. Lift all 10 toes, spread them out, and bring them back down to the mat. Okay? So now you have a nice base of support here. Then we're going to start lining things up, thinking about where the hips are in relation to the ankles, bringing the hips over the ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and turning the palms forward so the heart is open, the shoulders are back, and we're not hunched forward. Nice. From here, we've got a really nice long place to breathe into. So let's exhale and inhale. Now begin to notice at your core in the center that there is a little light shining there. Exhale and inhale. Deepen that light, and every time you exhale and inhale a little more, deepen that light. As you exhale, the light softens, but it does not go out. Okay, so you're just exhaling. We want to tap into our inner light. So we can carry it with us into the days of less sunlight. All right, now let's add some arms, and we're going to do a spinal lengthening breath here. So imagine there's a feather on top of your head. Now exhale, and as you inhale with your palms out, draw energy up from the earth. Lengthen your spine, but keep your shoulders away from your ears. Draw your fingertips up. Touch your palms together. Now turn your palms out, and even as you exhale, press the crown of your head into that feather. So we're continuing to lengthen the spine as we bring the fingertips down. And do that 2 more times, inhaling up. Now, if the shoulders are cranky, then don't want to go all the way up, that's fine. End here and do the same thing. Okay, so feed your light. Continue lengthening the spine even as you bring your fingertips down. And this fights the urge to slump forward as we exhale, right? We're keeping everything nice and long. So let's move into our spinal sequence here. Take your feet slightly wider than hip-width distance apart. And we're just going to start out by bending and straightening. We were just talking about these muscles that lift you. We're just going to warm those up a little bit. We want the knees and hips to be soft as we move into cats and cows. Take your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to your right shoulder, and with the knees and hips soft, gently round forward into cat, and then open the arms up, nice, big and back. Shine your heart up to the sky. Left hand to the right shoulder first, right hand to the left shoulder. Round into cat, open into cow. And now the right hand goes first, cat, open cow. Yeah. And left hand going first, cat. Open cow. So you might be feeling here like you want to spend longer. So we're just going to go right hand first, round forward, just hang here. Feel all the things. And open big into your cow. And one last time with the left hand first, round cat. And open big cow. All right, now we come forward, give everything a little shake, and we're going to start to open the spine from side to side. So let's bring the fingertips to the shoulders here, okay? And it's not necessary to have your arms up because that makes the shoulders hunch. So we just have the fingertips to the shoulders, the elbows in a comfortable place, and we tilt gently left and come up and tilt gently right and come up and keep going. Now think about keeping your shoulders stacked as you go side to side. We never lean forward here. We're not leaning forward. And we're opening the side body, and maybe you notice, oh, this time I'm going a little deeper than I did last time. Now the next time you're over to the left, stay here, extend your arms, bring your fingertips back to your shoulders, come up. Take it to the right, extend the arms. Can you feel that extra lengthening in the left side? Fingertips back and up. Now as you go to the left, extend your arms. Now the core has to work harder. Bring it up. And as you go to the right, and guess what? Keep your feet grounded too. So feel as you go to the left, feel that right foot pressing more deeply into the mat and up and to the right. Left foot presses and up. All right, let's shake that out. Okay, so I think we got the message there, gave the body the message there. So we're going to do just a fairly gentle twist here. So with knees and hips soft, hands to the thighs, okay? We're going to take the right arm up and back, turn toward the back, and then bring your arm forward. And then we take the left arm up and back, turn and bring it back. And once again, as you keep moving through this, you just go on your own pace here. Maybe you feel like I want to spend a little longer here, an extra breath, feel free. And think about opening each time, right? We start out super mild, give the body a clue. What are we trying to do here? And then, as the body opens up, maybe we feel like we can move a little more deeply into the twist. And the next time you've twisted back to the left and come forward, you'll be even and just come back to center and shake things out. So we move the spine in 6 directions, the 6 directions that it moves, forward, back, side to side, and in a twisting motion. So let's start working on our standing gate pose. Gate pose helps us deal with transition, right? Brings us from one place into the other. So have your chair nearby. Okay, we're going to stand with the right leg about 6 inches from the chair. So we'll start on the left side of the chair. Okay, and then turn your right toes to the right and extend your left leg at least 3 feet. Okay, bend your right knee. Okay, now you don't really need the chair for this right now. We just want the chair here for our next move. So let's take the left hand to the left thigh, keeping the palm out so that when we lift the right arm up by the ear and tilt back, The left hand slides down the left leg. And then we come back up, straight up. This is gate pose. Let's do that again. Take it back. And up. And take it back. And up. Now we're going to add on and take this into standing half moon. So come into gate and up, and this time bring your right hand, you may have to adjust where your chair is a little bit, bring your right hand to the chair, your left hand to your left hip. That right knee is still bent. We're going to start to draw the left leg in, start to straighten the right leg, and if it feels okay, start to take that left leg up. Open your heart forward. You can stay here or take your left arm up. Yep, this is why we do it. We're working on our balance. Bend your front knee. Is that side giving you a lot of trouble today? Bring the back knee down. Wait till you see me do it on the other side. That's exactly how I'm going to look. All right, let's take it again. Gate. Hand down. Left hand to the hip. Okay, now you can stay here or point the left toes and lift up. It doesn't have to go high. It can go anywhere you want it to. Shine your heart forward and maybe lift that arm. Maybe the hand stays here. And bring it down. Yeah, that's the standing half moon pose. Come on back. Shake things out and we'll try that on the other side. Typically, one side is more favorable to balance than the other, right? That might be you today. You might be the same on both sides. We're just exploring here. So we're about 6 inches away from the chair. Turn your left toes to the left or on the right side of the chair. Step back with your right leg. Okay. Bend your left knee and turn your right palm out. It's resting on your right thigh. Now lift your left arm by the ear and tilt back and come back to standing. That was gate pose. Let's do gate pose again. We'll keep that front knee back. Front knee and up and gate pose and up. Okay, now we're going to add on gate pose, come back, hand on the chair, right hand on your right hip, okay? Start to point your right toes and maybe lift, shine your heart forward and maybe take that arm up. You can keep your toes down if that works better for you. You can keep your hand on your hip. Bend your knee. Come back, gate pose, take it forward, hand to the chair, stay here with your hand on your hip, your toes pointed, or start to lift. Shine your heart forward, maybe raise the arm, and one more time, take it down, gate pose. I think we did it 2 times on the other side, but we're doing it a 3rd time here. Alrighty, and find your way into that lift and bring it down, shake it out. All right, that's a very challenging move. So that is more, that's a more advanced move, a lot going on. So just take a moment here, congratulate yourself for just trying it, right? All right, let's stand behind the chair. Put both hands on the back of the chair, okay? If you're at a table or something, put both hands on the table and stretch back long. Get a nice spinal stretch here, okay? And we're going to let the hips wiggle side to side. And take a nice long stretch with the spine again, okay? Alrighty. So now we're just going to walk the feet closer to the chair, bend the knees, bring the forearms to the thighs, touch your hands to your heart, Press through the feet, through the legs as you inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, hands down. Good, and shake it out. All right, we're going to put the chair off to the side for now, or just out of your way. We're going to be coming down to the mat. Anybody want to do these things in a chair instead of on the floor? Okay, just let me know. So come to the top of your mat here. Now realign, find your mountain pose. Float the arms up, inhale. As we exhale into swan dive, we're going to bend the knees and hips. And if you want to keep your head over your heart, if that's best for you today, you keep your head over your heart. If you want to keep your head in line with your hips, you do that. If you want to fold with the crown of your head facing the mat, you do that. Now from here, we're bringing the fingertips down, and we're going to step back into down dog. So we step back one leg and then the other into our inverted V, downward facing dog. And let's wake up the feet, pedal those feet, roll, roll, press one heel down and then the other. Come back to center, bring your knees down and sit off to the side. Okay, so we're finding balance here. Seated balance, the sit bones, we feel them even on the earth with a nice long spine. And we're going to get into the habit of when we sit, whether we're in a chair, on the floor, right? Okay, sitting with a nice long spine always. Hands out by your side now, once again with the feather breath to elongate the spine. Inhale, draw your arms up. Draw energy up from the earth. Touch your palms together. Turn your palms out, and as you exhale, press the crown of your head into that feather as you lengthen your spine, fingertips down. Good, and shake it out. All right, so we're going to move to some core work now. Bend at the knees, 2 feet to the mat here, okay? We're gonna hold on to the back of our legs, back of the thighs, and lean back as much as you can, still holding on. So whatever length your arms are is how far you're leaned back, right? Okay, now we're going to let go of the right leg and bring the right arm up. Maybe you start to feel a little work in your core when you do that. Take hold of your right leg again. Let go of the left leg. Bring your left arm up, just to shoulder height. And bring it back. Let go, bring both arms up. Now see if you can come into a little deeper here. Okay, so the core is working super hard. Bring your hands back down. Okay, we're going to take the right arm back to shoulder height. Leave that left arm just dangling kind of by the left leg and take the left foot up. Bring it down. Right hand down, left arm up by the shoulder, right leg up. And bring it down. Can you see what we're doing? Is that all making sense? Okay, we're keeping the spine long, we're leaning back, and here we go. Right arm, left leg. And down. Left arm, right leg. And down. All right, sit up, shake your legs out. So if that's working okay for you, everybody good with that version? Okay, we're going to take the arm higher and see how that feels. If this stops working for you, then you can either just do legs only or arms only, okay? All right, so here we go. We're gonna lean back to where we were. Take the left arm to shoulder height, right leg up, and now lift the left arm by the ear. Yeah, and bring it down. Right arm to shoulder height, left leg up, right arm by the ear and up. Could you feel a difference? A little stronger here. All right, let's shake it out for a second, and we're going to do that a few times on each side. So take it back, left arm by the ear, right leg up, tap down, right arm, left leg, tap down, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, I know it's a lot, right arm, left leg, one more, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, woo, shake it out. Alrighty, so go ahead and extend your legs and give them a nice little shake here. Inhale and exhale. I think it's amazing, right, how much core work you can get keeping your upper body in one place and moving your limbs, right? You could feel a difference. Okay, let's see how that works for the obliques. So we're going to come back to starting position here, both feet to the mat, sitting straight up, hands on the back of the thighs. Lean back, still holding on. Now take your right arm up. Sounds familiar, right? Okay, still holding on to your left leg, sweep your right arm back, look toward your fingers, come forward and up. Okay, lean it back, left arm shoulder height, sweep the left arm back, look at your fingers, come forward and up. Okay, now we're going to do that without holding on to the legs, just keep your hands by your legs. Right arm up first and sweep back, forward and up. Left arm up, sweep back. We're leaning into it and we're twisting to the left, forward and up. And you're probably thinking, well, how about if we add the legs? So let's go ahead and do that. I know, I saw you thinking that. All right, so here we go. Right arm to shoulder height, right arm back, left leg up. Woo! And bring it in. Left arm to shoulder height, right leg up, sweep back and in. And continue either lifting the leg or leaving the leg lift out if that just is not working for you. We are almost done here. We've got the right arm coming back, option to have the left leg lifted. And then we've got the left arm coming back, option, have the right leg lifted. And shake everything out. All right, so we had the legs bent like this for quite a bit, and that has a tendency to shorten the front hip flexor. So we're going to work on lengthening the front hip flexor now. So let's come to hands and knees. If you don't like being on hands and knees, you can have your hands on the chair or even the wall. Okay, take your right leg back, lift it to hip height, bend your right knee, press through the foot, and now lift your heel toward the sky. Can you feel this front hip flexor kind of working here? Lift and lift. And the other thing is, it's strengthening the glute while you do that. Lift, 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 one more lift. Bring that right knee down, take your left leg back, it's hip height, bend the knee, flex the foot, lift, 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 and lift, like you're putting a footprint on the ceiling, lift, 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 one more, lift, and bring it down. All right, come into child's pose now, take your knees wide, hips back, rest your head either on your mat or your hands. Maybe make fists if you want to be up higher. Okay. Child's pose if you don't want to be that far down. Put your hands on the chair. All kind of ways to do that. All right, and from your child's pose, come into downward facing dog. So we're back in down dog. And we're going to start to walk the feet to the hands. Any journey, walk your feet to your hands. Bring your hands to your thighs with the knees bent. Take your palms together to the heart, press through the feet, lift, inhale, and as you exhale, take your legs together and step into this version of mountain pose, which has the legs touching. Arms are forward, inhale and exhale. Great, let's shake it out. All right, so we're working on sun salutations last week probably. So we're going to continue that, and we're going to add another front hip flexor opener called the low crescent lunge. So we'll be like this, just watch for a minute, with one knee down. You want to have enough padding for your knee. You can always flip the edge of your mat over. You can go get something extra to put under your knee, or like me, you might already have enough padding. Okay, we will have the knee down. So just make sure you're prepared for that. Okay, all set? Top of the mat here. So moving into sun salutation, we started mountain pose, everything lined up, heart open. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Always remembering swan dive goes where you want it to go. Head above heart, head in line with heart, head lower than heart, up to you. Bend the knees and hips, put your hands to your thighs, shine your heart forward, take a half lift. Now sink through the knees and hips, keep bending, bring your fingertips down. This time we step back just with the right leg, left knee over ankle, left knee over the left ankle, and we bring that right knee down. Your right knee is going to be behind your hips here. Engage your core, draw your arms to your shoulders as you lift up. Now, if it works for your shoulders, bring your arms by your ears. Press your hips a little forward. Can you feel that stretch right here in the front hip flexor? Yep, that's low crescent lunge. Bring it down and step your left leg back to meet your right. We're in a knee down plank here. And we're going to bend the elbows, coming down through chaturanga all the way to the earth. Now the hands are under the shoulders, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Shine your heart forward, little cobra here. This is the baby cobra. And release. We're going to come into table, tuck the toes, and lift into downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, our main goal is to lengthen the spine here. Right now, that's our main goal. Take your right leg up. Take a step forward, as big as happens for you. Bring your left knee down. Arrange your right foot as far forward as kind of when you started, so your right knee is over your right ankle. Your left knee is behind the hip. Engage your core. We're coming back into low crescent lunge, this time on the left. Arms start shoulder height. Hips are pressing forward. And if it's okay with your shoulders, yeah. And release. That was the low crescent lunge on the left. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and try and take a big step forward. Come the rest of the way forward if your feet aren't together, and bend the knees and hips, shine your heart forward, half lift. Now let your hands slide down your legs for forward fold. And float the arms out and up as your palms touch. And your hands come heart center. Okay, any questions or issues with what we just did? Everybody okay going up and down? Because you can do, of course you can do this with the chair. Crescent lunge with the chair, right? All right, but we're going to do our sun salutation on the mat then, if there were no issues with that. Okay, feet are hip width distance apart. This time we start with the left leg back. Float the arms up. I'm going to face you this time. Float the arms up. Inhale. Swan dive. Bend the knees and hips. Shine your heart forward. Half lift. Yep. Hands down. We step back this time with the left leg. Left leg is back. We're in a lunge. The right knee is over the right ankle. We bring that left knee down. Press those hips forward a bit so we get a nice stretch in that front hip flexor. Hands to the shoulders. Arms by the shoulders. And then arms by the ears if that works for you. Yep. Bring the hands down. Step back with your left leg. Knee down plank. Chaturanga. Come all the way down to the earth. And another baby cobra. Shine your heart forward. Lift your hands this time. Release. Now lift your hands first and shine your heart forward. Baby cobra. Hands free. Release. Find your way to downward facing dog. We'll come into table. That's how we did it earlier. Lift into down dog. Get that nice spinal stretch. Take your left leg up. Take a step forward with your left foot. Bring your right knee down and arrange your body for the low crescent lunge. This time the right knee is back. Yep. Arms to the shoulders, hips forward, arms by the ears if that works for you. Low crescent lunge. Hands down, tuck your back toes, lift that knee, and take whatever step is there for you forward, and then continue till your feet are side by side. Take a half lift, forward fold, and float your arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. So the sun salutation works a lot of muscles and gives a lot of joints a nice stretch. And it's a very handy thing to know. So we're going to work on it more and more as we go through our coming weeks. And we want to smooth it out as much as possible. All right? But it's always good to work those front hip flexors because we do spend a lot of time like this during the day when we're sitting, right? All right, so let's take a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do some work for the inner thighs here. Take your feet wider than mat width distance apart. So you may have to turn sideways. Turn your toes out, hands to the hips. Now ground through those feet, just how we did at the beginning of class. Feet are nice and grounded, and we bend, the knees go right over the toes. We're feeling those inner thighs, and up. Knees over toes, and up. Now we're not doing this. We're doing straight down and up, okay? So think about your body being between two walls where your hips are going straight down, not back. All right. Okay, so now we're going to add some arms to that. Take your arms up for 5-pointed star. The toes are out. Now we're going to take this to a moonflower. Bend the knees, take the knees over the toes, elbows to waist, moonflower, 5-pointed star to moonflower. 5-pointed star to moonflower, and 5-pointed star to moonflower. All right, stay with your legs wide, just straighten your legs, relax your arms for a moment. Earlier we found our inner light and we were brightening it, right? Now we're going to do sunburst, which will really take that inner light, brighten it up, share it with your whole space, then share it with outside of your space and with the rest of the earth, okay? So here we go. We're going to start in 5-pointed star. Find that light within. There it is. Okay. Now bend your knees, cross your right arm in front of your left, and brighten that light and share it as you come up. Sunburst. Left arm in front of right, knees bend. Explode your light. And right arm in front. Sunburst. Left arm in front. Sunburst. Right arm in front. Sunburst. Left arm in front. Sunburst. And last time through, right arm. Sunburst. And left arm. Sunburst. Woo! And shake it out. All right. So we're going to take our chair now. And sit down in the chair. Now your hips are toward the front of the chair, more to the front. Your feet are grounded, right? So we're just going to work our sit to stand here, okay? And go ahead and cross your arms over your chest for this. Ground your feet into the floor, and with a slight forward movement, come up. Feel your legs, right? Now, sit back. Find your chair. All right, go ahead. Up and down. That's the sit to stand, okay? Let's do that one more time together. Up and down. Oh, shake it out. All right, so that's the thing that will keep you being able to lift yourself in and out of a chair, onto and off of the toilet, right? Very functional. Practice that, please, 30 seconds a day. Every day, 30 seconds. All right, so here we go. We're in our chair now. Hips are at the outside, and we're going to do rainbow. Nice hip opening here. So we're taking, the feet are right under us, right under the knees. We're nice and balanced here. Right knee up, rainbow, tap out, tap center, tap out, tap center, rainbow out, tap center, out, tap center, out, tap center, out, tap center, and one more, rainbow out, tap center. Sit up nice and tall, taking it to the, remember that leg is not just going side to side, it's going up and out. Okay, here we go. Left arm, left knee, out, tap center, out. A lot of range of motion in the hip here, right? Out, tap center, 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 and last time, center, and just go ahead and shake those knees out. All right, so we're going to start making our way, getting ready for final relaxation, all right? You are welcome to stay in the chair for final relaxation. Otherwise, ground your feet, boom, stand straight up, use those legs, take the chair out of your way. Okay, now if your space is getting a little chilly, you might want to have something to cover up for when we get to final relaxation. We'll be doing a few finishing moves. Okay, if you're in the chair, you can do these same things in the chair. Okay, so we're standing in mountain pose. We're going to float the arms up, inhale. Bend the knees and hips, bring the fingertips down. Step back into down dog, our last down dog of the practice. Whew, bring the knees down, sit off to the side. Find our seated mountain pose, transitioning from being upright to being on the earth. Shake things out, bend the knees, bring your feet to the mat, and lay it down. All right, inhale and exhale. All right, a few finishing poses here, and then final relaxation. So go ahead and keep your left foot on the mat, Extend your right leg long, arms overhead, and draw your right knee in. Just hug your knee in. Now point and flex your right foot. And circle your ankle one direction and the other. Bring the right foot down, hands by your side. Extend your left leg, arms overhead. Draw your left knee in. So we're either holding on to the left shin, or if you're more comfortable, hold on to your left thigh, the back of your left thigh. And then point and flex your left foot. Circle the ankle and circle it in the other direction. All right, now extend both arms and both legs. Draw your knees in. Hold on right under your knees. Take your knees away from you as much as you can. Put some space in between your legs and massage your spine. Rock side to side here. All right, now bring your feet down. They're about hip width distance apart. Take your arms long out from your side. Extend your fingers and wiggle them into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle. We're doing fingers now, but because the arms are long, that energy's going all the way up into the shoulder and even into the back. Extend and wiggle. Now, make a gentle fist and rotate your wrists one direction and the other. Leave your arms long as you turn your head from side to side. Check in with your neck. Come back to center. Bring your hands down by your side now. And start to scan your body from head to toe. See if any final movements. Is the body asking for any final movements here? And then start to find an alignment that works for you for final relaxation. So if you're in the chair, you're going to lean back and let the back of the chair support you. If you're on the earth, you might have your knees bent. You might have your legs straight. Whatever's kinder to your back and a position that will help you just be. Okay, so let's release the hands by the side. Remembering why we do final relaxation. It's the body's opportunity to absorb the benefits of all that hard work you just did. It's so important. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale, release yourself into the support of the earth or your chair. Just release. Defocus or close your eyes and be in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and on your next inhale, stretch the arms and legs long. Exhaling, draw your knees in, give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side and back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.